Good morning, YouTube. Today I thought I would show you guys a little bit of the condensation that I wake up to in the mornings. And I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of that here, some real time, and just what I have to go through every day in the mornings, this time of year here on the Oregon coast in the damp climates. So this is the skylight. You can see there's a little bit of condensation built up there on the glass. I do leave this cracked open at night. Generally just this time of year. I really don't have to do this in the summer months, just when it's in the damp months like this. And then this is the side window, and you can see it's got a little bit of condensation going on. I cracked it open not too long ago. But in the mornings, when I wake up, I usually pop this window open. I crack it open, ventilate it. But at night I leave it closed. Just want to keep in as much of the warmer temperatures as I can inside the camper. The kitchen sink window don't really have too many issues there. I don't really have too many issues on this window. Sometimes I do. Not really too much. The other window over there, I usually get a little bit on that one, but I generally just open one of those windows. One of either this one or that one I open up. Just crack it open in the morning when I wake up. And the fantastic vent fan, I usually leave this popped open, slightly cracked open at night. The bathroom vent, I usually leave that closed. And then I'll just turn on the fan at the lowest setting. And what it's doing right now is it's pulling air from that window and from that window. And it's pulling all the air out through the fantastic vent. And so what that's doing is providing some circulation throughout the camper and air drying out some of the moisture, some of the dampness. This rear cabinet door, I'll leave it open at night so that it gets airflow moving throughout this cabinet. And the same thing with this cabinet as well. I typically will, during the day, I will leave this door open so that it will circulate air through here as well. Last Sunday, I opened this up and I noticed that I actually had a little bit of mold growing on a couple of my clothes, a couple of my cotton shirts. And mold is a real problem with cotton, 100% cotton garments. So what I have in here now, these are a lot of polyester garments that I have, so they're a lot more resistant to mold. But that's another issue, that's another problem here. You got to have air circulating around. You've got to have the warm air going in there. So I ended up having to take out those clothes and go to the laundromat and wash them. But yeah, it's a real problem. This camper I've got, this is like a well-insulated, four-season camper, and it's not perfect. These are some of the little intricate things that you have to do on a daily basis. Living in this climate that I'm at, the damp coastal climate, it's really, really hard, and it's generally, it's in the early. The issue is in the early. I find is in the early mornings when you wake up. These are just some of the things that you have to do. Another problem area that I have is right up here in the front of the mattress. It's not so much right here, it's underneath the mattress, just right here on the corner. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but right down here, this edge right here where it meets, I'll just get maybe a little bit going on right there. It'll be a little bit damp. Sorry for the video guys. What I'll have to, it's a little gonna be shaky, but so what I have to do sometimes is take a paper towel, and just wipe down that edge. So that's another thing that I have to do. And of course I do have my Dry-Z containers going, one right there, and another one over there in that corner, and that helps out tremendously. So yeah, those are a few of the things that I do on a daily basis to create airflow, to create ventilation inside the camper in the mornings. And again, this is something that in the coastal climate that I'm in right now on the Oregon coast, The dampness, the very moist air, being as close as I am to the ocean, this is just reality. I am curious as to other methods of heating, such as like a wood stove. I know there are some other folks out there that are using wood stoves in their RVs, which I think are really, really awesome. And I'm curious as to how something like that would be, inside the camper, if it would be, too much or too much heat, or how that would have an effect on the condensation. Certainly converting one of the closets and putting in a stove like that, would be really ideal if you're going to be in these, colder and damper climates. But I'm curious as to what kind of effect that would have on it. I have tried other heaters. I've tried electric heaters, electric radiant heaters, and I still have, the issues with still have condensation in the mornings to build up on the windows and so forth. I have tried dehumidifiers, and I wasn't overly impressed. I mean, yeah, the dehumidifiers worked. I mean, they do extract water and moisture out of the air. They do work, but I don't know. I just think that I wasn't overly impressed with it. I mean, it didn't really, I still had condensation build up on the windows, even running a dehumidifier. I think that, what I'm doing right now is just, what I have to do. Wake up, open some windows, ventilate, wipe a few problem areas down, and then I'm good. And just dry, air things out. As far as the mattress goes, I've definitely eliminated any condensation issues with underneath the mattress, so that's working great. My sheeted pegboard and some hypervent marine underneath the mattress. I don't have any issues there at all. I just think living in a small space, such as a truck camper, a van, any type of smaller RV, it is going to be a problem for you. As I talk to some of my other friends here in the RV park who have Class A motorhomes, fifth wheels, bumper pull trailer, larger RVs, they have the same issues. They have to open windows and ventilate things and dry things out in the mornings this time of year. My next thought is hey, you know what? This just brings up another point and another great reason to, when you're a full-time RVer, to migrate south where the sun is, in the Arizona heat, in the desert, in the summer, in the winter months. Migrate, because when you go south, you don't have any of these problems. Being a snowbird, migrating south in the winter, it really is a terrific idea, and it's another reason to migrate south. If you want to live live the full-time RV life here. It makes a whole lot of sense. So that's all that I have to share today, guys. I know that I have beat this topic down a little bit. I've made a lot of videos talking about the condensation, but it has been a huge learning curve for me, and I've experimented with things, I've tried things out, and I've tried my best to document it all along the way and share it off with you guys so that you can use some of this knowledge to your benefit. Thanks for watching. If you have some other comments, you got some other suggestions that you would like to add to this discussion, please comment below. We all want to hear about it. Share, help out, and make the world a better place. So we'll talk to you guys later, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.